They said salvation was for all, that baptism washed away sin and made you free in Christ. But in the colonies, a new rule was etched into law. Baptism could not free the enslaved. In Virginia, God had no jurisdiction over chains. The church bell tolls, a barefoot congregation of enslaved Africans gathering outside. They pray, they sing, they believe, and still their freedom remains unreachable. The preacher said, "You are a child of God now." I stood in the water. My tears ran like the river. I believed until the master said, "You're still mine." Let it be clear, no slave shall gain freedom by way of baptism. This must be law. Otherwise, order will be lost. In 1705, Virginia passed the Comprehensive Slave Codes. It declared, the baptism of slaves shall not exempt them from bondage. This erased the last hope that Christianity might grant freedom to the enslaved. Faith no longer protected, it pacified. In earlier colonial days, there was confusion. Could a baptized African claim freedom as a Christian? English tradition had once said no Christian could enslave another. But in America, the economy overruled theology. Slavery was too profitable, and so faith was rewritten to serve profit. If they believe Christ makes them free, we'll lose everything. They can have God, but they cannot have freedom. They taught me hymns. They gave me the Bible. They baptized my child. But then they sold her to Georgia. What God lets you give a name and take it away? In 1705, Virginia's slave code did more than deny spiritual liberation. It declared all non-white, non-Christian people brought into the colonies are slaves by default, defined who was white in legal terms, denied all legal rights to slaves, including the right to testify in court, allowed violence and death by owners without penalty, and legalized hereditary slavery if the mother was enslaved. It wasn't just about controlling people, it was about controlling belief. Faith was re-engineered. White supremacy dressed itself in religious robes, and the law made sure that God would never interrupt the business of slavery. Baptism will not free you. That was the rule. The invisible hand of law reached into the soul and chained it to the plantation. The enslaved learned that freedom could not come from the cross, at least not in the eyes of the colonist, but they still sang, they still prayed, they still believed, because in their hearts they knew the rules may be written by men, but the truth was written by something higher. If you're still here, thank you for hanging out this long. Please hit the like and subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that I can bring you more content like this.